Welcome to the Social Autist. Today we're going to be discussing the getting rich with autism. So I'm just going to tell you what I do, and I'll go from what I'm doing now and work backwards to where I started so that you can figure out where you are along that path and find out what's best for you. So what I do now is I take my capital, my money, and I rent it to people for money. I literally get on the computer and press the money button and I get money for it. Now, the way that works is I go through a stockbroker, online brokerage, free accounts, and all that. I transfer money from my bank to them, and then I run wheel options on S&P 500. And I make money if it goes up, I make money if it goes down. And the more volatile it is, the more money I make. I'll have days where I make $1,800 a day. I'll have days where I make $150 a day. And I can repeat this 3 times a week. So that's where I'm at now. So going backwards, you go to TD Ameritrade, you open an account, you go through all their courses, they're free. And then you apply for a margin account, which means you borrow money, so you're only putting up 30% of the money for your purchases, and that gets you a lot bigger deals, and then you're paying interest on the money you borrow, but you're making more than you're paying in interest, so it's worth it. Oh, then there's the stock options. You have to apply for trading stock options, and then you'll go through some courses on options and you'll learn those, and then you'll go to then they'll approve you and you'll have options, and then you can do what I do. So now how did I get that capital, right? Well, I started a business, a cannabis farm, legal, and I sucked it up and made it work until it got me to where it was producing more money than it was spending, and now it's giving me enough money to invest. And before that, I was just working jobs, and I found that I couldn't make enough money working a job to get enough capital to do investments. So that's when I went and started my own business. And you'll find this true with most jobs. You make just enough to pay your rent, buy your food, have a few nice things, maybe save up for a down payment on a house, and then make house payments instead of rent payments, and hopefully build equity over the next 30 years, da-da-da-da-da. But, the truth is, I have about as much capital as it would take to do a down payment on a house. But when I invest that, I make enough money to cover my rent, cover my food, and have enough money to put more money in my investments. So getting a house didn't make sense to me. Just renting works, and investing my money I would have put towards a down payment, and I don't have to work. That's the beauty of it. I don't have to invest this down payment and go to work to make the mortgage payments. So I just pay rent. Somebody else pays all the taxes. They do all the maintenance for me, and they pay all the insurance, and I don't have any expenses other than my straight up rent and utilities, things like that. So it works out pretty good, and it also makes me mobile. So if you're starting out from working a job, what you want to do is get like a side hustle that can give you enough capital to start investing, or maybe have a job that pays so much. Maybe you're a lawyer or a doctor and you got so much money from your job that you can start socking away money in investments and do that. But for the average person, it's especially with autism, that isn't going to be welcome in the workforce. Not exactly welcome, but yeah, that's what I would do, and that's how you get rich. I mean, you probably can't get rich working for somebody else. You have to work for yourself, and you're either doing a business on your own or you're investing. And that's how you get rich with autism.